Alright, so breakfast has been sporadic all over the place. Just got back from a trip still, so I'm currently like tracking my food over this current week so I can see kind of what my baseline is at. Setting that over to Justin, and he's going to help me kind of make out a diet plan going forward because I really want to actually like start eating more specifically. So just been having an array of either a smoothie in the morning, maybe some toast if I'm feeling it, and then some days I have eggs and some turkey bacon. And this might be fucking news to me and everyone knows this, but most turkey bacon is like loaded with sugar. And I was randomly shopping, it was like sugar-free turkey bacon. I was like, what, really? And I looked at some of them had like 10 grams of sugar in it, which is crazy. So I found a sugar-free one, a little bit of oatmeal, some almond butter, and all that good stuff. I'm just gonna sensitively talk about what I talk about now for breakfast because people got pissed when I said I didn't eat carbs for breakfast the other day. It's valid, it's my fault for not explaining things that are specifically tailored to me, which is fair. But like if I'm working out, coming back from a rehab and I'm not training hard, I'm not pushing volume, I'm not pushing heavy weight, it was more of like a mental focus and drive that I wanted, where I personally feel more driven and focused when I have lower carbs. And especially if I had a lot the night before. So like tonight, I didn't have a lot of carbs last night. I didn't eat 3 hours before bed, and it's 10 a.m. already. So I'm having carbs in the morning, which I almost always have carbs in the morning, especially if I'm in like a high volume, heavy push training phase of my life. But if I have like a crazy amount of carbs and then I just go chill all day, it does make me feel less focused and a little more fatigued throughout the day. So take it with a grain of salt, experiment with yourself, do whatever the fuck you want. But I was just in a phase of my training where I wasn't pushing heavy and super hard. So that was the reason why I was doing that for myself, and it works for me.
You want some oatmeal with some cookie protein? No, no you don't.
Alright, so I still can't eat plain oatmeal even though I don't eat oatmeal as much as I used to. So I put at least half a scoop of just some flavor in. Milk and cookies, still the go-to flavor to put in oatmeal. And then I throw in a random amount of berries in there. We're just roasting Courtney because she ozonates the fruits and vegetables. So not actually roasting, everyone's envious because ozone, O3, kills bacteria.
Yes.
So it's like this little machine where you just put your fruit in water and then it like ozonates it and it kills all bacteria, or if there's like fucking little gross bugs or stuff on the fruit and everything, pesticides hopefully, because our crops are fucked in America. So that's what we do on our shit.
It's called the therasage, in case you guys are wondering. You're probably not, but I'm gonna let you know anyway.
Ozonate.
She does this thing where she'll like kiss, like that's a kiss for her. So nice! That's a good girlie. And then she'll hit. I'm like, no. Gentle.
I'll be like kiss and she like headbutts and then be gone.
Oh, it's so nice.
Thank you.
Her smile's like a scrunch. I'm like, oh, it's scrunch.
Evil grin. Alright, so it's breakfast. Like I said, right now I don't have a plan at all what I'm eating, but I've eaten such a specific way for such a long time. I usually end up at least on the right protein goal. Most people are creatures of habit, so instead of like stressing, if you do have like a macro calculator that can push you out like an estimate of where to start, great. If you want to just start with what you're doing, also great, and then adapt from there. So that's what I'm doing. I have no plan. I'm just eating as I've been eating, and then I'm tracking it over time right now. And then from there, I know I can make changes. Also weighing myself every day so I can see what kind of adjustments I want to make. This breakfast comes out to 900 calories, 60 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, and 64 grams of carbs. So it's a pretty hefty ass breakfast, and I normally don't eat this. I'm having more because it's later in the day right now and I didn't eat before bed. Got a nice little black coffee, and fruit, my oatmeal, and we're gonna have a good day. So training arms today, getting a sick pump. That's really all that's going on. There's 4 eggs, 3 slices of turkey bacon, 80 grams of oats, a random amount of almond butter, which equated to like 2 tablespoons, strawberries and blackberries.
Babe, it's okay, sweet. Oh, babe. Oh, sweet. He saved the day. Yeah. Get your magnet. He loves these magnets. Oh, he got more. More. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, so we were in the supplement store, i.e. my pantry. But because I just had 2 cups of coffee, I'm having a no-stim pre-workout. Taking the pump here, watermelon grape, sick flavor. We're also launching this icy lemon slush, which is like just a pure lemonade flavor with like I don't know, it gets a more of a hint like if it were a slushy, not quite like a juice, but it just tastes really refreshing, especially for a summer flavor. But this pump is technically supposed to be 2 scoops. My goated combo is typically 1 scoop of Babbage and 1 scoop of pump, because they're technically both 2 scoop formulas. At their like peak, they work great at 1 scoop, but if I want 150 milligrams of caffeine from the Babbage, and then there's just a full hit of pump and everything, that's why I run the whole thing. So it's like 5 grams of citrulline in here, a bunch of other good stuff. I also still consecutively take the Revived Kidney, but this has a beetroot extract in it, which is also sick for the pump, so a little bit that in there. This random new supplement that I've been hearing about from multiple people is phosphatidylserine. Supposed to be really good for like cognition, memory, and I've been having like really bad brain fog and word and memory recollection. My ability to communicate has just been lacking. We're actually looking into making a version of Babbage with that in the pre-workout, maybe like a really high-end, I mean, we already talked about a Jack Leaf Babbage type of thing, but we got a few samples back and they didn't taste very good. But because there's like 5 ingredients in there that are like crazy shit, like phosphatidylserine, that is like good for nootropic focus and like getting locked in, but they just taste like butthole. So we might just make the pre-workout that hits really hard and does not taste good, because at the end of the day, performance is what matters, not taste, and I don't really give a shit if it sells because I want to take the pump. So with that being said, pump product, also arm day today. Anything else fun in here I can take? That's what I do, just look around. I got some extra arginine right here. Why not? Let's give me pre-workout today. Arm day. I'll see you guys at the gym. Alright, so another beautiful warm day here in Florida. I think it's still sub 100 degrees, so it's technically cold in here today. Training arms, nothing better than a nice hot humid day training arms. My shoulder has been feeling a lot better. But literally, like, since starting the peptides in there, like, I've noticed a significant difference. I don't know if it was maybe coming back from the trip, a bit of a rest I had on the trip, plus that, and just the culmination of all the rehab I've been doing. But it's definitely starting to feel better, so I'm very excited about that. Still not going to be an asshole and put it in a position where I'm going to hurt it, but things are feeling better. Even warming up, typically when I'm cold with the first couple externals, it would like just feel like not good, and it jumps right into it a lot easier now. So making some progress. I'm going to do the rest of this warm up and then jump into the workout. All right, so first 2 exercises, I'm doing a comfort curl, essentially just a incline curl, pretty far, trying to rotate and be in a super wide stretch position. And then I'm supersetting that with a Vulcan French press. So again, putting the tricep in the longest stretch position, starting off getting a deep range of motion on both of these. 3 sets of like 8, see if I can get a nice pump to start this workout off. So weird after not doing everything so consistently. I'm like, I have no idea where my weights are at. I'm so much weaker than I've been. Which is such an interesting thing of this like perpetual, perishable regression of life. Like if you're just living, you are regressing. If you're just doing nothing, you're getting worse. You're not getting better. It's crazy. So unless you're actually actively training to push yourself, doing the things to make yourself better, you're technically getting worse. So it's like this constant like rat chase of becoming a better version of yourself. And you take a week off, you're behind. It's a hell of a world that we live in. But it makes it fun, you know? That's why it's hard to be good at what you do. When I first got these dumbbells, I wasn't sure if I liked the fat grips or not, but after using them for a while now and doing something like isolated like that for your bicep, you can just like tell that squeezing the grip is like helping me just like pull from my bicep more than anything else.
Still see the like striation in the middle of your bicep.
It's super weird. I know I didn't even used to have that. When I'm curling, it comes up.
Yeah.
But like my arms are like pretty lean, and I just like my abs are just not, which often is a hormonal thing. Like high cortisol from like shitty sleep, like me, not being able to fucking overthink, stressing all the time, can lead to like body fat in places like your core. So maybe all I need to do is fucking go meditate and I'll have shredded abs. I have notifications on only for Courtney to come through when I'm at the gym. She sends me 3 texts. I'm like, fuck. She's like, I'm buying this for your stress. And it's some like, I don't even know, some virtual reality looking like headset with a brain thing. Time some meditation bullshit. I don't know what that's supposed to mean when your wife is texting you that randomly in the middle of the day. Jesus. Superset lateral raise with partials. 3x12 reps with 3x30 reps. That's a lot of reps. Damn. I got one more of the other ones. I don't actually supposed to do it on another one of the other sets, but the first set was too light. So I'm like, fuck it. I want to do another set of biceps. I'm gonna do another set of biceps. Now I get to do 100 sets of lateral raises. All right, so this is a nasty little shoulder complex triple superset thing. Essentially, I'm gonna do controlled seated lateral raise for like 12-ish reps. And then I'm gonna do partials with heavier dumbbells. So just at the bottom, moving what I can, trying to get 30 reps. See if I can do that with 30s. And then it's like a Meadows 6-way shoulder complex. So still seated, you do lateral raise, and then you bring the dumbbells in front of you, up, above your head, down, back, forward. So 6 ways because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's 1 rep, and I get like 8 reps of that. So I gotta do that all back to back to back. So let's see how this goes. Oh, damn, that's pretty brutal. I didn't make it to all the reps. That was close, but that's a hell of a way to get a nice little fucking shoulder burn right there. Damn. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, so after that shoulder complex, doing just like, can't even think, bent over, rear delt dumbbell flies. 3 sets of 20 reps. Get a nice little pump in the rear delts. And I'm gonna do my little dead hangs in between to try and fix my shoulders and give my little spine a break. These things really fucking dig into my wrist. I always feel like I'm wearing an excess amount of jewelry with a wedding ring on. It just feels like a little fancy, you know? I'm so not used to it still. It feels like when I go out, if you like put a watch on or something when you're going out,
Yeah.
a ring feels like something you put on when you go out, not when you just wear every day. And I mean, you probably can't see it, but it's already fucking so scratched. It's like I've worn it for 100 years. Wonder how long it'll last working out with it. But I'm getting new blisters and calluses. I don't know if it's because the ring makes my skin fold in a different way, but like I never get calluses in the middle of my hand there. All right, that's a wrap. Today's little arm workout. Got a nice little pump. It's weird, I feel like my arms are still pretty lean. They shrunk a lot. My legs are kind of lean too, but we don't need to see the abs right now. I'll give you guys a physique update, a really humble physique update when the transformation challenge starts. I'm locking into this myself, getting shredded and getting into it. So give you guys my first physique update, which will be very humbling as like a fucking half natty C-bum. Last time you guys saw me pose was probably at Prague, which I looked like a fucking freak. And now I'm coming off this injury and this, but this is life now. No longer a professional bodybuilder. Trying to maintain the life of work, travel, dad being a priority, and then putting in the gym is something really important to me, but not the most important thing. So managing it is definitely a little bit different now, but just a new season, new obstacle, challenge in life to take on. So figuring it as we go. But I'm gonna do a little bit of cardio because I'm supposed to be doing that post-workout throughout this week. I have a call in an hour, so I'll have plenty of time to get a shake, some carbs, get on that, and some food later. So I'm gonna get on that. All right, rolling. Still the goated way to get in protein a day is with shakes. I didn't have a smoothie this morning, so I'm double scooping this right now, but I typically aim within my protein limit to get like around 75 grams of protein from powder alone. So if I have like a smoothie in the morning, I'll have a bit less than that after the gym, but if not, I just crank it. Quite often, if I'm like have a heavy workout or something, I just have 100 grams of protein from powder. I still am a huge believer that food is the #1 way to get in all your macros and everything you need, but supplements just help. Are they necessary? Do you need them to get jacked? Absolutely not. But do they make it easier and more fun and more tasty? Absolutely. So taking 2 scoops of dark chocolate protein, I will never get sick of that flavor. And I've been taking this pentacarb. It's got 5 different sources of carbs so that your body can utilize them in different forms and make your digestion and insulin response, everything just a lot more efficient. So fancy shit that I just get some carb powder post-workout in and some protein. I'll put this down. I have a call right now, and that's it. Let me head over there right now.
the specific certain sauce or a certain like wrap that you're eating or?
I mean, since being back, I've ordered a wrap from Clean Eats just because it's been chaos with Bradley and shit and getting back in the routine of actually cooking. But other than that, no, I still snack.
What would be the thing that would knock you off?
When my sleep is kicked off, everything kind of falls apart for me. And then it's like a cascade effect.
So like post-workout is going to be your highest carb meal every single time. Even on the high day, like when you're allocating 506 grams of carbs, you could do like 150, 180 grams of carbs in that post-workout meal. All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah, good seeing you. Talk to you soon.
Later. Getting a fucking trip. Like this is like the rough start of like just getting a feel for things. So I sent him what my calories were, what I've been eating consistently, and it was 2,600 calories, 90 grams of fat, 186 grams of carbs, 253 grams of protein. That was like me tracking for a few days. So he made that my baseline, which was like your average day, that's what I'm gonna eat. And then I have a high day, which I'll be having here. I don't even think we figured out exactly how many times, but on like leg days, so like twice a week, I'll be having a high day, which is, that's the day where my protein drops down to 130 grams of protein, and then my carbs go up to 500. So it allows me to eat 500 grams of carbs, but my calories only go up 200 from my baseline, which is like nothing. So that, like he was saying, the goal is just like performance, drive your glycogen stores, just like gym and get that insulin response. And then for the next couple of days, you have like the ability to push harder in the gym. And you're not going to lose muscle from having one day with low protein. Like you're going to be completely fine, especially with that much carbs, which are also anabolic. And then the low day is the same amount of protein, more fat, less carbs. So it's only 100 less calories, but I'm just alternating throughout those days. And this is something that I never did this strictly, except for near the end of my career, but it really allowed me to not plateau with my dieting. Like people are always like, I'm eating this amount, and I just cut 1,000 calories out, and I lost 10 pounds in a week, but then I just stopped losing weight. And it's like, your body is so good at adapting. Like our bodies are meant to be able to survive when we're starving if we can't find food for a while. So if we're starving ourselves, our body will hold on to stuff as much as possible. So if you keep giving it like a high day, like I'm gonna give you a lot of food and energy and then pull you back down, the up and down can allow you to like curve down consistently and keep getting leaner, rather than if you just pull yourself down and you get stuck there and then flatline. So the goal is to be able to like essentially carb cycle, which is a super basic ass thing to do, and then follow this. This is just telling me where my nutrients should be within the day. So depending when I train, keeping my highest carbs post-workout, have a shake with carbs post-workout. Before bed, making sure I have sun carbs so my insulin's not, or my blood sugar's not crashing in the middle of the night, which can cause an increase of cortisol, and obviously you can't sleep good with high cortisol. And then little things like get 10K steps, which is a lot for me because I get like 2,500 steps in a day right now. Chew a lot, eat whole foods, like it's just basic shit. Wear blue light glasses, stay off your phone, don't eat too close to bed. And then a bunch of supplements that for me right now are revolved a lot around like my brain and just helping me like de-stress and focus, and then also my gut. So it's kind of like a extensive baseline plan to start with right now, and then once we're rolling here and I'm like back in the system of eating fucking 5 meals a day, which I'm not used to, then it can get even more specific and keep changing.